Right, a quick video just on DNS forwarding and conditional forwarding. So essentially forwarding or conditional forwarding is where if a DNS server cannot find a result, it then uses the forwarder to find it's got some kind of IP addresses so that it knows where to go. So essentially what I'm going to create a forward lookup zone on a non-DC one, so it's completely separate from the other ones. So I'll just create a new zone. I'm just going to create an authoritative zone for IPAM server, not for the others. So if I'm just going to call it LB example, and I'm just going to allow all of those. Right, I'm just going to go into here and I'm going to create a new host. So I'm going to create it as www, and I'm just going to create a random IP. Let's add 85. So at the moment, just to test, I'm going to go over to my AD one. I'm going to load up my command prompt, and I'm going to use ns lookup www.lb example. Did I call it com or did I call it net? I called it neither. So I'll just do it as LB example then. And at the moment, I'm just getting a timeout because it doesn't know where to look. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to create a new conditional forwarder, which I'm going to do as LB example. I'm going to put in the IP address of that server. I could store it in Active Directory and replicate it across either the forest or the domain, so that everyone in the forest gets this. And I'm just going to press OK. So when it gets traffic to LB example, it's going to forward it to this address. So I'm just going to try again. And straight away, now that I've told it where to go, it's got back the IP address that I've used on here. So it's straight away able to forward the traffic over to the IPAM server whenever it's looking for LB example. Very similar to stub zone, which essentially does the same thing. So the moment anyone on IPAM gets IT admin, it just forwards it back to AD, which is, they're both useful, especially if you've got slower links and you don't, a secondary zone, it has to copy and replicate all the DNS records across. So if you've got a slower link, kind of either a stub zone or a conditional forwarder help by making it so that it just automatically sends the traffic over to that authoritative server for that zone. Okay, hope that makes sense. Bye for now.